Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to spend some of your time with me today. Today I am doing my weekend makeup look. It's a very simple, very casual makeup look for the weekend, and the outfit that I've styled it with. So I've used a new palette which I haven't used before. Well, I've played with it a little bit, but I haven't used it on my videos before. So if you want to see how I've created this look, just keep watching. So I'm going to start with a primer, and this is the Carter Beauty Youth Boost Primer and Serum. So this is a really good product because not only is it a primer, but it's filled with really good skin caring ingredients. It's got hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and vitamin E, so it's going to nourish your skin and hydrate it throughout the day. And these are available, all Carter Beauty products are now available in Walmart for my American ladies, and for everybody else they're online or in Primark or Pennies. I'm not sure about Primark in the UK, I must actually check that out, but definitely in Walmart, so you should be able to get these. So I'm just going to put, it comes out as it has a nice slip to it. And I have already applied all my skincare and my sunscreen, because the sun is actually shining here today. Now that feels really lovely on the skin. It has a silky feel to it. And then paired with that, I have the Carter Beauty Youth Boost Foundation. And this one is in, I think it's Shortbread. And I'm going to apply this using the little brush, Carter Beauty brush, which has that little well there. So you just pump your foundation into that. So I'll fly through some of these sections just to speed things up. I'm going to just finish off with the Carter Beauty sponge.
Don't get your ears.
Now I'm using my MUA Brow Precision pencil, which is in, I think it's deep brown. It's a good colour match for my brows. So that's one brow done. I'm going to do the other off camera. There's the two brows done. And just a little tip, I'm sure you know this already, but just in case you don't, when you need a light hand for your brows, the further down the pencil you hold it, the lighter a touch you will get. Whereas if you hold it up close, you're going to get a heavier application. So hold it lower down and you'll get a lighter stroke. For bronzer, I'm going to use Hoola. Benefit Hoola. This is a mini and it's nearly gone, so I'm just using a tapered brush and I'm just going to warm up the skin a little bit. But actually this foundation is quite a warm colour for me. It'll suit me better when I have self-tanned. So I'm just doing a little under the cheekbones there and bring that down a little and under my jawline. So just to make sure that that's all blended together, I always get a big powder brush and just go over it. It's slightly darker than my usual bronzer, which is the Bobbi Brown. And for blush, I am going to use Milani Berry Amore 03. which is a lovely kind of a tawny shade. Kind of looks a bit rosy as well, and it has that nice little bit of sheen in it. So just my Bobbi Brown blush brush, tap off any excess. Just putting it kind of on my cheekbone. I've heard this tip being used a lot, and that is, you know, they say if you smile, you get to get the apple of your cheeks, you smile. So if you smile and then you don't smile, it drops. So if you smile and put it here and then you don't smile, it drops. So put it up a little bit higher, because it's all about lifting the face. And again with my powder brush, for eyes, as I always do, or nearly always do, I'm going to just prime with my Maybelline Colour Tattoo, which is a bit like MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It's got a nice sort of a pinky skin tone, and it just gives a bit of hold to your shadows. Now, as I said in my intro, I'm using a new palette today. It's completely out of my comfort zone, but I was very tempted by it. And this is the LA Girl Wanderlust palette, and this is what it looks like. So really different colours for me, but I just thought with spring and summer, it was time for a little bit of a change. It has a lovely mirror as well. So I'm actually going to go in with this colour here for a sort of an all over, and I'm just using a Catrice Beauty fluffy eye brush. Very handy having this little mirror. I haven't really played with these colours too much. Very often what I'll do is I'll use a different palette and then I'll pick a pop of colour from this one. I'm going into this one here, and I'm going to just pop that into my crease and outer corner. Don't you just love when palettes have big mirrors? Okay, so I'm going to go in with this kind of pinky shade here, which has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's nothing too scary. And just put that on the center of my lid. Actually, I'm going to go the whole way in. And the same on the other. Now with a little flat shader brush, this is a Catrice Beauty, I am going to go in with this kind of, it's a silvery blue. I'm going to pop that right in the center of my lid. And I'm literally just patting that in. Get a nice fluffy brush and just blend. Now I'm actually going to take my finger and use the same blue just to get a little bit more intensity. I find that that works really well with, you know, if you want a pop of colour, be it a matte or a shimmer, your finger works so well to get that intensity. And then the same little brush and just gently buff the edges so that there's no lines. And then I am going to put a little pop of this champagne-y colour here. And again, I'm going to use the tip of my finger. You can see there. It just gives, now I'm going to conceal, so don't worry. Okay. Now, with this little tapered brush, now I have a tiny bit of fallout there. I find sometimes a little fan brush like this is really good to remove fallout. I'm going to go back in with this brownie shade and just go under the eye, under the bottom lid. Now I'm going to curl my lashes, which you don't need to see me do. I'll do that off camera. Apply my Eyeconista by Catrice volumizing mascara. Now that's 2 coats of the Eyeconista volumizing mascara by Catrice. Love this, it's a great mascara and it's very pocket friendly. I really need a new one. Now, you know I love a wing. I am going to do a slightly different wing today, and that's why I did my lashes first, because I don't want a heavy wing. So this is the Carter Beauty Steadfast Liquid Liner in black. It is like a little pen, little felt tip. So I am going to go to the outer edge of my lash, the top lash line, as you can see I'm doing, I hope. I think you can see what I'm doing. I don't want a big line, so I'm just going to go kind of from the middle of my eye out with a thin line. And then I'm going to just pull that up the way I would normally do a wing. Just pull that up at the outer edge there. So it almost looks like another lash. And then I can fill it in a little bit, but not too much, because I don't want it too heavy. So again, on the other eye, kind of to the middle of your eye, a very thin line. You're just literally lining the edge of the lashes, and then just pull it out at the corner there, out and up. This one needs to go out a bit more. That's perfect. And then just if you want to fill it in a little tiny bit. Oh, look what I did. Okay, we'll let that dry and I'll remove it. So it's a very subtle little wing, and I will let that little smudge dry and I can remove it. So that's the eye look. I'm going to conceal now. Carter Beauty Covert Concealer. This is in Meringue. This is a very buildable concealer. So just a tiny little bit on my hand there. And what I do is I use kind of the edge of my finger, so it's into the darkest spot that I want to get. That's where I would get that under eye darkness, that blue vein. So that's where you need the, if that's where it affects you, that's where you need most of your concealer. And then a little under here, because I did have some fallout. Same on the other side. This dries pretty quickly, so you can layer it. I need a little more of my inner corner highlight there. For lips, I'm going to use an Essence. It's the Soft and Precise lip liner, and the colour is First Love, so it's a lovely pinky shade. And I'm going to go in with MAC Snob, which is, again, is a nice pinky shade. And then just to top it, this is a Rimmel gloss. Oh my gloss, it's worn away, but it's in the colour Glossaholic. And I love this to top lots of lip combinations. I'll powder a tiny little bit. Just Carter Beauty Setting Standards Baking Powder. So I'm just going to actually apply this with a little fan brush because I don't want too much. I just kind of want to set my under eye ever so slightly, and then just where my makeup would wear, nose and chin, and probably here as well. And I find that using a fan brush to put powder on works really, really well. To finish, I'm going to set with my Sculpted by Amy Hydrate and Hold Makeup Setting Spray, which is filled with goodness as well. And just let that set. It takes away any powdery look and it helps the makeup to last, and it also, oh, I have to remove this, hydrates. You can apply it several times during the day over makeup. So I'm just going to remove this. Gone. So that's the finished look. I'm going to go and fix my hair and change my clothes, and I'll be back in a minute. So I'm back. There's the finished makeup look. I popped on a little pair of, I forget what you call those, but anyway, they're not expensive. And I've started layering my jewellery. So I went through my jewellery and picked out a couple of things. This is a gorgeous little shirt that I got from Amazon. I actually ordered it about 2 months ago, along with 2 other items, which came fairly quickly, but this one didn't come till yesterday, but I had completely forgotten what I'd ordered. So it was a surprise when I opened the package, and I absolutely love it. It's like a really fine cotton, and it has those, they look to me, they look like little daisies, but they're not quite. And it's, even though it's sheer, it's got some sort of double, it's like a double lining there at the front, so you can't see through. Now you could put a little cami, a pretty cami underneath, maybe a pale blue one or white with a little lace. I've just paired it with jeans, my regular jeans, and a belt, and some white trainers, which I hope you'll be able to see, for a very casual weekend look. And of course, you have to finish with a pair of sunglasses. So these are not expensive sunglasses. These were from Primark. I love the shape. So that's the weekend look for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you have, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And the hair video is going up on Monday. So have a fabulous weekend, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.